Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I'm your cruise director on this magical mystery tour. Today we are trying a new Charlotte Tilbury palette. Before we get to that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's go check it out. Okay, so I have picked up the Charlotte's palette of beautifying eye trends in super neutral. There are, I want to say, 6 palettes. This wasn't the one I'd planned on getting, and I did only plan on getting one. I had wanted the emerald one to try, but they didn't have that in my local Mecca. They don't stock it there. Wasn't interested in any of the pink ones, so this possibly would have got the denim one had they have had it, but they are limited edition. They are a £9 palette, $97. There's new textures in it. There is a matte silk, a crystal pop, a diamond dimension, a molten satin, and a crystal chrome. Look, there's been a lot made about the packaging of these. I'm neither here nor there. I mean, I think it's quite nice that you can see them. It does feel cheap though, and that's all I will say on that. So I'm not going to swatch. There has been enough swatches. I'm just going to get into it, and I will have my thoughts as I go. So going into this lightest matte up the top, and Jelly's doing her usual snore. So apparently these were more designed for makeup artists, apparently. And yeah, right, I get that, because Charlotte is a working makeup artist, as are her whole team. But that's not where she makes her money. It's, I'm saying they're made for makeup artists, darling, but I'm selling them to the mass public. Okay. That feels okay so far, but it's just a cream. Actually, that feels really buttery. Let's see. It's quite cool toned. I think I'll go in now. Let me just make sure this brush is cleaned off with this cooler tone brown here, and push this through the crease. I have watched a couple of videos on this, and a few people have said they had trouble working with the shade, so I am interested. I was really keen on the emerald one. Obviously I've got quite a lot of neutral palettes. I mean, I've got a lot of green based palettes, but there was enough difference in that green, so if I really like this, I should be near a Sephora in the next few weeks, and hopefully they've got it in, not Sephora, Mecca. I may see if I can find it in store, otherwise I'll possibly order it. Okay, now I can see this is not blending out on the edge as easy as her. I only wore Pillow Talk yesterday, so I've got a comparison, a relatively recent comparison to how it feels, and her matte's in that blend out, so you need to work this a little bit more. The thing with Charlotte is, what was great about, and I've got Pillow Talk sitting right here, what was great about a palette like this, like it looks quite boring, flattering on most eyes, but you don't have to have a real level of technical skill with her palettes. You can't, it's really hard to mess up a look with the quality of what her shadows are like. This needs a little bit of extra work, but it's getting there. Okay, I'm just going to go into this really dark brown here now and tap that on the outer corner. Yes, you can hear Jelly snoring. To whoever was the lady when I first started my channel that said, oh, let her in. You've done this. This little snoring machine. Okay, so I've changed to a smaller brush now, just to blend that out. The tones of these are really, really nice, but they are definitely harder to work with. They feel nice. Like, they don't feel like there's anything wrong with them. They feel, I'm not even going to use buttery, they feel a bit like there's a bit more moisture in them than in this formula. This feels a smidgen drier, but it doesn't feel dry. Like, they feel buttery. These feel like they've got a bit of moisture in them, is the only way I can explain it. I mean, it's not a mind-blowing look by any means. Okay, I am going to swatch these three oh. Ooh, yeah, they're nice. Okay, so this, the center shade, this, I'm just tapping on the outer edge there. This center one, oh yeah, right, okay. This sparkly dimension, yeah, this is nice. This is real nice. Okay, clean my fingers off because I am going to go in with this brush into this silver. Oh yeah. Okay. I really like these shimmers. The mattes, not so much. Okay, I'm going in with my finger here. I wish I could pop those shimmers out and have as individuals. Ooh. It's a shame those mattes are a bit harder to work with. I'm just going to line my eye with her Supernudes. Now I think going underneath, let's... These are the only two shades that I haven't used, so I think I'm going to line underneath with this to start with. And I quite like the depth of that shade. Cleaning off a brush, slightly flatter brush, nothing on it, just going to smoke that out a bit. See, that's blending quite nice under the eye. It's just when you get right out to the final blend, it just, yeah, it's interesting. Okay. I mean, that's smoked out super easy, really easy. Back into this silvery white sparkle just under the eye here. It has got a little bit of fallout. It is more of a topper. So that being said, go into that there. And that's come out a really nice shadow in the end. Going in, this was the brush that I used for essentially my transition crease shade, and I'm just going on the edge of that slightly darker brown. And that may be the case because that's blending it a bit better that way. So instead of trying to buff it all out like I normally do, just going back with that so it is layering over the top of that better than blending out on its own. Because now I'm really happy with that blend. What do we think so far? I really wish I'd been able to get my hands on that green. What I'm going to do, that's that silvery white. Just going to go over a little bit further there. If you are prepared to work a little bit harder with that, you should be fine. What I'm going to go and do now is the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Finished all up now. I've ended up really happy with how it looks. Is it the easiest palette to work with as far as the mattes are concerned? Look, not really. I would have hoped for $97 that the shades would be slightly more workable, but that being said, it's what I've realised, and I'll be interested as I play with this more, is that whole layering. So not using like that darker shade, I was struggling with that blend out, but then as soon as I put the mid shade over the top of it, it just, you know, it blended so beautifully together. So that's something worth thinking about, is like that's really cohesive now. So it's a blend back and forth, which is really how I tend to do my shades. Let's have a look at, just for comparison. So, you know, you've got, there is a price difference. This is the second of the Makeup by Mario Etherealize. $97, $130, but look at the difference in the size of the palettes for starters. You get significantly more in here. Everyone's coming out with these similar shades. The same with Natasha. You know, we've got similar shades in there. Obviously, they are a different price point, but what I will say is there are people that will buy these wholly and solely because they are Charlotte. I'm not mad that I picked up the neutral in the end. I think I found it easier to blend. Yeah, like I said, that trick of going out and blending over the top of it, it made it blend really, really easy then. So just remember that. I've liked it enough that I really do want to pick up that emerald. So, but I'll only pick up the two, definitely. I won't be picking up any of the pinks at all. I don't think I'll pick up the blue because the blue would just be I've got something different. And you can get a K-Beauty one that looks near identical for $16. Those shimmers though are really beautiful. I will give her that. They are some of the nicest sparkles I have seen. What do you think? Have you picked this up? Have you had trouble working with it? Let me know your thoughts down below. This has replaced, I've pushed this up. There is a foundation one next week, I think, that was meant to be this week, but I wanted to put this. So anyway, until next time, my friends, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends. As you're watching this, I am jetting away for a week with my sister. So I can't wait for her birthday. Have a wonderful week. I'm going to be having a couple of drinky poos. Head over to my Instagram. You might see a bit about what we're doing there because we've got something in the works, her and I together. Till next time, my loves, take care. Bye.